JB Cycles, June 12. Okay, as I showed on Friday, we don't have a perfect correlation with a 4-week cycle at the moment, but it's not totally bad either. It looks like it's a bit shifted now, a late low, a late high. So let's see if it turns back in perfect sync or if the cycle is shifted from now on. I think we should see some kind of a bounce the coming week, and then we have the Fed meeting. And anyway, we should end up around early July, down here somewhere. So I'm kind of bearish, obviously, and that's because of the 3.5 or 7-year cycle that is pointing down now, and also the 28-year cycle. As I have shown, we had 28-year cycle in the 1970s that had topped out in the 60s, and then we had the bearish phase of the 28-year cycle, and here we see the S&P is breaking below the 3.5-year average, going sideways, and then we have the bullish phase of the 28-year cycle, this extended, so it was a late top, and we see we barely are going under this average, but then the 28-year cycle topped out, and we have the bearish phase where we break below, and another bullish phase of the 28-year cycle. And I have reason to believe that we may have an early low of the cycle, and we should now see a long period where we break below this average. So my assumption here is that we are in a similar situation as 2007, year 2000, 1973 and 1969. So that's my assumption. So I'm monitoring our position now relative to these analogs, and they kind of suggest we should have more downside, a couple of more weeks before we have this big relief rally, possibly going up to the 200-day moving average. So I have a lot of different scenarios here and pattern recognitions. I've done some pattern recognition on this low, and then on this high, and now on this low, and we see we are not following these previous examples very well now, and from what I see, these bear markets, they have many similarities in this first phase, but from now on, they start to live their own lives. So we may see some action that hasn't happened before exactly in this way. We see here the 2007 example here topped out a bit early, also the 73. So our current top here is not that far away from these. So an early top could mean an early low, but I think still early July should be possible. And as I have said before, my target is around 3,600 in the S&P. Yeah, I remember many years ago I also traded the VIX, and I used some tools for identifying cycles or oscillations. So I had a quick look, and looks like we have some kind of oscillation here, or cycle. It's not perfect, but just from a very quick mostly visual analysis, it looks like we should be turning up here now. The VIX should be going up for several weeks, and that's in perfect alignment with my expectation for the S&P, which should be going down at the same time the VIX going up. So, okay, interesting week coming up with the Fed, FOMC. Could see some bounce around this period before or after the Fed, but I think that should fail, and we should be going down. Fingers crossed. See you in the next time.